Kian Sati with the dash on in. Hits immediately here from the side of Alpha. And Team Secret, they're overrun from both sides here.
That is what we're talking about. Just that snowball potential that Alpha have. They get one kill, they're going to keep on going. That's what they make really so proficient happen time and time again. Ching getting that kill, and it's all onto Dispenser. Now, Dispenser, he has had some amazing clutches this entire stage, but this one might be a bit too out of reach, Dax.
I think I've been looking at some of the clutch stats here. A lot of Team Secret have some good numbers, especially Borkum. He has 10 clutches right now in his whole tournament out of 40 situations, so like it's a 25% clutch rate. But yeah, Dispenser, he's been solid too. I think for Team Secret, the people who have really stepped up, especially for this stage, have been Dispenser and Bash. But you know who has stepped up immensely to this stage? Alpha Esports, making it to the top 8. A chance right now to make that playoffs, and a better chance now winning that pistol.
Man, oh man. 1-0 Alpha Esports. Great opening start for them on this attacking side. And the fact that I have to reiterate, for Jin to be picking Reyna. I know there's lots of sayers about, well, what is a Reyna? How good is a pick of it? And even I at some points wondered, like, is it really always the best option? And no, it isn't. It isn't always the best option, but sometimes it's a damn good one. And for Alpha Esports, it's one of their best. So, once again, I do like the fact that they're sticking to their guns. It has been, at least historically, one of the more consistent compositions that they win with. And Jin, you can see the full effects. It doesn't matter if he's suppressed. Look at that dude. He's got gun potential. Oh, perfect dismiss into safety.
I mean, that's what the Reyna does, right? You get an oh no, and then suddenly, wait, I can turn invincible here. See ya. Bye. Take that soul. Go for more. And Alpha Esports, again, very quick rush towards A side. But, man, you have little faith. Literally, Team Secret did this yesterday against Naos. Paper X have done it in Champions, and if you've been watching some of those Paper X games, we've actually seen Phoenix for once over at the MYSG side, so they're pretty cracked there on, well, that side of the region. But here we go, up that right now, Kian Sati going for the spray down. Borkum did fine for you, though, at the very least. But Alpha Esports, if this is the pace that they're playing, Team Secret, they need to put a stop to this. And in all honesty, we keep talking about how Alpha can be an incredible team, very mechanically inclined. And not only that, they're going to be that hard heat check right now. Team Secret, they need to play to the standard that have sent them to the 6 victories they've had already. And so far, it's all Alpha Esports getting the pushes that they need anyway.
Well, very good round once again from Alpha. Only losing a single player in both rounds here. Dispenser goes down with a turret. Say hello to Timmy, but Timmy's ever indestructible. He can outlast us all.
When we all die, Timmy will be there. His face says it all. Ready to shoot again. But the thing is, if the Killjoy dies, then how does little Timmy turret actually shoot, right?
Well, he will have to gain his own, like, I guess,
he
sentient.
Needs to evolve.
Yeah, he's gonna have
to
be sentient at some point. And just gain his own automation.
Look, I mean, if you want to take it the other way, little Timmy was an average turret that no one understood. Maybe he could make a wish somewhere from magic and robotics. That can come together.
Isn't that like how Wally started? He just developed his own.
I mean, that's true. He was just like, I'm gonna pick up the garbage, and now I am the garbage. No, wait, I'm not garbage.
Oh wait, but I'm in love with a better robot.
Yeah, there you go. But this is looking better here for Alpha. A quick rush yet again towards B. We've seen this before over at the pistol, and they're not going to be stopping there. They want to make the flank happen. Over onto Team Secret, and Jesse Vash absolutely overrun. I know the Team Secret fan base is huge, but I don't think they're gonna be Team Secret's gonna be able to handle a tide like that in game. It's Alpha Esports overrunning the competition. Here we go again from Chris M. And Team Secret absolutely caught napping at the guard stations. Borkum though, all alone now. 1v4 scenario. Aldron though scouting on the round. Wait a minute, Chris M is there, but Borkum still finds one more. But Kian Santi, he's not done to keep the pressure on. Bonus time for Alpha Esports Pro, and what a way to start off the series for them.
Great rounds here coming in for Alpha Esports Pro. Opening twos and the bonus. That's certainly just a nice one for them to get early on here. Attacking side, we do know that this is where the composition will excel. I do love once more the paranoia here thrown by Chris M. Perfectly timed for that B take. They know on that push that their biggest problem will be that A link, and he throws it in there specifically to shut down Dubstep, who was holding, waiting for that opportunity. So It's not just kind of blind aggression here, Dax, which is funny because you got blind, but it really is proper utility usage that is enabling all of this, and Borkum, master of it all.
Come on, Borkum's just always gonna be playing those more criminal mindsets. And oh, Giansanti! Alley-oop with the rifle. Did it actually get tossed outside? Seems like that might be the case. And Alpha Esports, sure, we lost a member. We're not gonna give up that shot. That's good. That's good to see. You know, sometimes you need to do those jumping jacks to get stretched on out. Be ready for quite the cardio coming into the rest of the series. The Alpha just have to be a little bit careful. Team Secret, nothing really to lose here in this round. Everything to gain with the aggression. But Ching saw Dubstep. But Dubstep turns around. Doesn't matter. So there's a takedown. Do they check the corner though in time? Ryu, you have to look left. And he finds Wits there anyway. Safe place here from Alpha Esports. They already made a mistake towards that C site. Rectifying it here at A instead. And yet again, another plant over at this side. And, well, Paranoia comes too.
Yeah, no chance here once again. Even though it is a 4v3 and RU is quite tagged on up, they have a really good hold of the situation here. The plant a bit too maybe left, a bit too deep there for Giansanti to peek from A long safely, but it doesn't necessarily matter. The Sheriffs actually does connect, but Ching gonna clean up us all on a Jesse Vash. Once again, he's gonna be turned into ash. 4-0. Great start here for Alpha Esports Pro.
Man, you cremated the guy before he even got buried. That's pretty... It's pretty sick of you. But Jesse Vash, yeah, he's gonna be backing on away. I think he wants to meet Ching somewhere. Like, friend, anak, son. Nah, never mind. Alpha Esports making this a very, very convincing start. And it does seem like for Team Secret that they have been absolutely exposed from the get-go. The fact that they're unable to really put any pressure towards that B side just opens up so much for Alpha Esports in the rounds that actually matter. And now we're seeing a lot more discipline for Alpha Esports when Team Secret is in a thrifty state. And this is such a good sign for Alpha Esports because we have seen this week that their performance has been slipping. When Alpha is winning, they win hard. They win in the most amazing fashion. And you can see that this is the best that Alpha can do. But on the other side, I feel like Alpha Esports is also affected by losses a bit more. So you could have noticed that in the SPE game, especially the RRQ game. But back to basics, back to what works. And a reset here for Alpha Esports already paying absolute dividends during this first map.
Yeah, that like small break they had have just been enough. Really going back to the roots. I bet their team huddle sounded like, what on earth are we doing, guys? We're kind of relying on this fade thing. Let's go back to what we know works. And so they do here. For the meantime, it is paying off, Dax. Although I do still have questions on how effective it really will be on the defensive side. A lot of the defense does rely on, a bit more utility shuffling and having a bit more stopping power. In that stead, yeah, they do have the Paranoia and they do have the Killjoy to help lock things down, but especially on a map that can be heavy to really win on the defender's side, it really does at least spark a curious thought in my mind. Wits letting that shot ring out, nothing really connecting for the most part. Jin moving up here towards that garage, Dax, and seems like they're gonna take it for free. They have a star here to try and stall things, but it's not really one they can fight with.
Yeah, but you know what they say, curiosity killed the cat, and Gin right now trying to get a scratch towards the garage. Luckily for him though, Spencer not gonna be playing any of those aggressions. Window right now being held by Team Secret, even though there's a smoke in the way. And Alpha Esports, this is really such an interesting start for them. If they win this, then that puts them into the playoffs. But if Team Secret is the one who gets that victory, it's all about those tiebreakers that will be absolutely contended by calculators at the end of this day. But the Spencer now, timing is just read by Ching there. Gin right now with the frontal. Giansanti going for more. And really the vanguard here of Alpha Esports, as potent as can be. But you know what's even better? It's a sleeper agent, Ching the God though, slain now by Dubstep. At least he has protected the push there all throughout. Left now in the 2v3 scenario, Vash over by the link. We'll see if that Vash can go for more. Giansanti though on top of the box right now. Ryu gonna be there as well. Silong though might be the vulnerability, but Giansanti finding Vash anyway. Now turn around, go for the takedown. Giansanti wanting more. Dubstep though on the other side. Battle of some of the most amazing Jet players here, even though one is on the KO. And Alpha Esports They're just on an absolute rampage right now. They are first ones in, first ones to get points. There we have the flash, but even the 1-8 is not enough for Dubstep to handle Guy and Santi. 3 for the Jet, and the Pinoy Jet himself looking to frag out for more.
It's been really interesting to put Dubstep on this kind of main rifler role at second, third in position instead of him being in that entry that Wits has taken up this time. So I'm curious, I'm wondering if like this is something they are comfortable with. Now, they've been able to make it work out, but then again, one could argue it's simply because of how superior they are firepower-wise and mechanically, but when it actually comes down to the thick of it, is it the right decision for them to be making Alpha Esports Pro looking really primed? And when they're landing their shots, they're one of the most difficult teams to beat in a straight gunfight. So Team Secret, even them, kind of realizing just how problematic that can be. Eco round here by Team Secret. This could be a very even half already, you know, kind of secured here by Alpha, but a great shot from Jesse Vash. Dubstep 2 follows up before going down.
How did Vash even find that angle? But 2 for 2 now in the trade. Hunter's Fury, unleashed, but doesn't get too much there anyway. Again, Santi does find Wits there at the very end. 2 HP, the Dream still alive here for the side of Alpha. You just need to be a little bit more careful yet again with Team Secret. Pesky plays when they are on the eco state. Vash right now with the rifle dispenser, though exposed by the alarm bot. And Ching, he knows how this team works.
One enemy remaining.
This might be patricide there, and Ching finding his mentor Vash.
Planted.
Goodbye to those bonds, and hello to Alpha. Looking for a push again. They already have that C side all left now, though, to dispenser in a 1v3 scenario. You know, I'm gonna mention this already. Hopefully, I don't jinx it. Ching usually has a really tough time playing against Team Secret or Bren back then, no matter what team he was on, ever since he split. But now, he's the one exposing that playbook. He's the one finding the frags too for the team. And the backline being protected by Ching, essential for Alpha Esports to be secure with the push itself. Dispenser though over the garage, Paranoid gonna get thrown, but there's just no way now. Alpha Esports have already evacuated Team Secret. They're be staring at a scoreline that they have inflicted at other teams. 0-6 now in favor of Alpha Esports Pro.
You did it, Dax. You done jinxed it.
I know, I'm sorry, Ching.
Potentially. Well, just a bit of... I'm not sure if this is too fun of a fact, but it is something to keep in mind that, you know, for the longest time, Dax, during year 1, we were really talking about how Bren, there were that 4 piece that really looked super good, but they needed a 5th member to really round out the boy band, right? And they were struggling to get that 5th member for a while. They had Ching on there, and eventually swapped him out for Humi, and even with that, they still never looked like that full 5-man roster until they got Wits on in. And so them now extending into a 6-man roster is very curious for me, and I'm just really interested in how they try and utilize it this time around. But look at the pressure they're applying here. Great shot cards. There's no way for them to get healed up. Wits, speak of the devil, he's gonna appear. Does get that opening kill here. It makes things a lot more difficult for Alpha, and this is where they struggle, Dax. When they lose those potent opening entry frags, they really do get a lot harder of a time to be able to get themselves in, but still 3v2. Don't scoff. Don't laugh.
Yeah, don't worry. I didn't hear anything, but a stopgap method right now that Team Secret needs. And of course, the quartet becomes a quintet with Wits on the roster. And that was just a sounding success of a shot that allows Team Secret now to try and set back up. But Alpha Esports, a gamble here to push. They're not putting the spike down as of yet. Wits going over to the high ground, but Ching, as well as Guy and Santi, they want to make a play work. And at the very least, Nanoswarm right now, it was there, updraft. She's not gonna go up top. And Wits doesn't find the angle here, but turret being such a bother. Good positioning with the utility, but such an all-in angle here for Alpha Esports Pro. They need to shoot Team Secret as soon as they peek. And Ching is gonna go for it! He finds one, Parkham over the trade. Wits drops out to get the takedown. Team Secrets, they will finally get on the board. That got dicey though, very creative for Alpha Esports. But it's either you hit those shots or you die when you put yourself in a corner like that, and it's Team Secret to capitalize.
1-6 in Alpha Esports Pro. The first round they give up, but Team Secret, great opening start from them. You see how just applying that bit of pressure towards A long with those shock darts were enough to kind of keep them on their toes and allow Wits to go for the peak. Great utility usage as well. That's when Team Secret looks the best, coordinated, and they can be one of the most coordinated teams you're going to find here in PH especially. So, play by them once again. Post plant retake here. Have absolutely stellar as well. Dropping on down, and shot connects. 1-6. Hopefully, for Team Secret's favor, they can at least get 5 rounds here on this defensive side.
I mean, the operator is a good call in general here for Team Secret. They realize that they're getting overrun. They need to find at least a way to watch those angles as much as possible. Even better, now you have Wits towards that B site that removes that angle for Alpha to utilize if ever. Instead, we might be seeing more of those stacks here from Alpha Esports. It does seem like Team Secret more accustomed and more prepared for that parts of the Alpha Esports playbook now then though. Dark Cover gonna get thrown here by Chris M towards Garage, so at the very least, over the window, he's trying to make a little bit of noise, perhaps even psych out the opposition, but a great scan there by Dubstep, finding the presence, I believe, of the Reyna. The Team Secret now know that, okay, they have to prepare for all sides of the map. This A side can be essential here, but Jesse Vash, Guardian Gaming at its finest. That's GG to Gin, and he go for more. There we have the stun. He's looking for the tap. Vash still able to back on away. And Team Secret cheeky with a stun. Jesse Vash again getting the hits there. But then again, Chris M ready for the trade. This time, Dubstep though, looking to make a play happen. Fragment thrown. This pressures Chris M immensely. Ching though with a find on Dubstep. At least Alpha trading here.
Could maybe peeked after his nade, but is wary of that long position, rightfully so. Wits able to bail out of that fight. Borkum, look at the double dip here. Look at the bait and switch, but Sandy holding down that flank from A long. Dispenser though going big, but Ching is gonna go even bigger. 7-1, and Ching showing Dispenser how it's done with a tactical teabag at the end.
Oh man, that is just some family matters in different scenarios. Oof. Great jump.
Good.
Great chance there taken by Ching. Not only with that initial frag towards, well, the short defenders, but really because they had that confidence that Santi would call all that attention towards A-Long. He had the operator as soon as Borkum got spotted. It was Team Secret putting the resources there, and unfortunately for Wits and Dispenser, lining up too easily for Ching the God, Ching the Great, and Ching, well, the one that got away. So Alpha Esports now, they only have given one towards Team Secret. They're going for C-side. It's all about the hard push here. Hero Bulldog for Jesse Bash, but there are no heroes here whatsoever. These capes are falling tattered right now for Team Secret, but the pistols finding at the very least a little bit damaged now. 3v3 scenario. Vandal scrounged even by Wits. And Alpha Esports, they can't be too hasty right now. And look at this, it's all a matter of timing. Ching, does he find Dubstep? Will Dubstep get the back of Ching here? It's perfect right now for Dubstep instead. Ching unfortunately takes the step a little too far off. And even easier right now for Wits. The TP from Chris M, a little too ambitious. All left now to Ryu Ryu, but you're very dead. Good sir, Dubstep is there to take you down. Thrifty win, Team Secret, always a threat anyway.
Great eco here coming from Team Secret, really using their expertise to lock things on down. And even when they don't have that operator that they really kind of circle their entire defensive setups towards and for, make it happen with these cheeky angles. Dubstep.
Enemy remaining.
We're talking about veteran experience on what to do and where to place themselves super well in that eco of theirs. Well, Alpha Esports, they walk into the trap. Bulldog on Vash, but no matter what he's got in his hands, he's always been so potent in these type of situations. Waiting for much presence here, Alpha Esports, but they're looking to commit towards A.
Yeah, well, Alpha Esports, hard commit, a little bit dangerous. We've seen how effective the multi-prong approach has been effective for them. But right now, Alpha Esports, they want to just go for the overrun. Santi, though, with the operator. King, does he get the find here? Dispenser, though, nice hold on site already. Good start. And an even better flash into a takedown. Dubstep. This doesn't even give Ching a chance whatsoever. Perhaps a second time here to peek it out. Chris M, though, right behind him. Luckily, the turret will see him. And Dubstep can fight it anyway. Doesn't matter. The Firefly is there. The nearsightedness will psych him out. Dispenser, though, with the protection. Eventually able to make that trade work. But really, the setup by Dispenser, so crucial for that hold. Finding the shot. Wits, though, he doesn't get it. Santi stuck here right now in Alpha Esports. They're absolutely in the clutches of Team Secret by this point.
4v2, Gian Sandy's going to have to go big here. He does pop his blades, but the operator could go out without much done. Spencer, great angles he's holding, and he keeps him safely and firmly in the lead of this specific round with that man advantage. 3-7, they're building upon this stack slowly but surely.
And it just seems like for Team Secret, that's when they really step up as a whole. That effective use of teamwork of those angles, D&D connection always strong from the flashes of the KO with the turret getting the spot. That second spot essential for him to even contend and, you know, an immediate trade, knowing that they had the fragile already, knowing that they could just hold towards shorts and make that pinch work towards wits. Team Secret, that overall teamwork, that overall chemistry is what makes the boy band of the PH scene just be absolutely getting those hits again and again and again. So we're not done right now. Even though it's a 7-3 scoreline, Team Secret getting that forward momentum to try and reach at least a 5-round, well, score here at the end of the first half. In Alpha Esports, we've seen some creativity, we've seen some amazing angles and opportunities taken by the likes of Ching and Ian Santi especially. But what else is there in the Alpha playbook? Because they're gonna need to change something up since Team Secret has already adjusted accordingly.
Adjustments being made here by Team Secret on the defensive side. Being a bit more proactive has been a bigger bane here. The Alpha Esports is, well, Bruce. 7-3. The Stingers on that Gitsan's got to work with, but he gets the collateral with 2 birds with 1 stone.
Oh man, I knew it was gonna be good, but that good? That's a dish. Absolutely piping hot right now, served to perfection. And Team Secrets, they already shatter whatever plan Alpha had for this round here. It's a desperate scenario. You have a rifle, yeah, but you only have Spectre and a Stinger for everyone else. And Alpha Esports walking now into a potential main that Borkum can't build. Doesn't even bother with the stars, but you'll be seeing stars there after a crack shot from Gian Santi. Witsto finding another one here. 3 already for Witsy here. Gian Santi still fighting back. Ready to go with the short ability. One quick with a 4K! Can he actually get the takedown? Gian Santi did not deny all of the ace, but the Spencer is there to just throw Gian Santi off the side. 4-7, but from the start of the round, it was already looking to be Team Secrets.
Was that a quick scope or a no scope? That 4th kill there coming from Wits. I was thinking for a while. I'm pretty sure he bought a shorty, so why not pull it out? But he doesn't even need the shot. He's Barrett. He's just using the operator here. They're really hitting every shot.
He already has one of
He already has. That's
He already has one of the best shots.
No, the no scope! Oh my goodness! Single button on the mouse, and that's all he presses.
Oh. Well, best aim. Best aim. No need for the scope. Just go for the takedowns, and look, no fear for Wits whatsoever. Doesn't care that the Now's arm was there. Unfortunately for him, just takes the brunt of the damage, loses the armor. Still gonna get broken, and Wits right now trying to call a lot of attention to him because this is a heavy stack without Secret 2 over at a long. Wits though does not disappoint. Insanity goes down before Ryu makes that shot start count. With the lockdown now broken, CS trying to go for the aggress, but Chris M will clock 2 there. Dispenser and Dubstep did not even see that coming that way. And as it stands now, it's Alpha Esports finding the overrun, and this boutique is having a fire sale here at Team Secret, going out of business towards that A site.
All Borkum's gonna have to pull out a hat trick and a half here. You know, he's infamous for that Borkum time of his and has some of the most exciting clutches under his belt. He'll sealed for Team Secret even before they were, well, the ninjas that they are right now. Borkum, this Emperor's gonna be so hard to stop. He goes for the wide swing, but it's a guy right behind him that secures a round. Great half here coming from Alpha Esports Pro on their attacking side. If that went 7-5, things would have been a lot more dicey, but get those 8 rounds on the attack good enough. Can they lock it down here on the defense? Wits was looking so good for a moment, but the instant trade from the shot guard and this A-long hold just being shut down single-handedly by Chris M. Huge play.
That was the bread and butter of Team Secret round there. That fact that Wits was calling a lot of attention towards short. The fact that he could still get a takedown before he dies. That could have been Dispenser Dubstep getting a very, very strong flank with the overrun over a long. But what happens? Chris M happens. And look at him. 7-7-7. He hit the jackpots in that round, man. It is just lucky stars. It is just perfectly placed. You're just seeing all the Chris M chips basically scattered all over the floor. But this is really...
look like?
I mean, have you seen his photo op, right? It's probably that. It's just his face. And then there's like a thumbs up. And probably a controller icon on the other side. How about you? If you had like a
Maybe
black
with, like,
and blue
some
coin,
snake eyes or something.
yeah, that'd be cool. Like if you had a black and blue coin, what would it look like?
Probably be 2 colors, and that's about it. Like literally.
That's right. It's like black on one side, blue on one side.
With
That's
glasses
okay.
on or something.
Mine
Oh,
would
no.
just be basically. Yeah, no, never mind. I know
Never
what you're
mind,
thinking.
moving on.
I know what you're thinking, but that's not actually what I would decide my coin to be.
What would
I'll probably put it like it's that cat that goes
that
with the arm. You
yeah.
know that one? I don't know why
It's
I'm
like-
doing it right now. IRL.
Yeah, I'm doing
because
it too. I'm
you
doing
can't
it
see
too. If you saw my camera.
Yeah, it's like the fortune cat, and that's just
Yeah.
pretty much it. Anyway, though, our coins that will not go to the moon aside. Team Secrets, they were trying to get to the moon there with that last one bit of momentum. Alpha Esports, though, just finding the clutch in them again and again, and that's really one thing that Alpha would love to pick on up. Just again, that backline, getting even more frags, even more impact. Chris M especially, one of the biggest, I'd say, surprises of the tournament in terms of absolute performance.
Yeah.
And really goes to show for Alpha Esports, if they need to rely less on the Insanity and Gin and more of the whole roster, then we're going to be seeing the week 1 Alpha that really made those waves and got to the top of the scoreboard back then.
Totally. He is one of my picks for if we ever had the most improved player award. He'd certainly be one of them. Especially coming from stage 1 or especially year 1, more importantly, to this. But look at this deep hold being held here by Alpha Esports. Great reaction to put that hold, the gravity well, but still Jin able to find himself out of it. The Insanity still as well. Let's get the kill on the Spencer. Things are crumbling here where it seems like it should go Secret's way. But Alpha, they say, hey, this round is ours for the taking. Vash, last one left alive, could maybe get a sneaky kill here on the Ching. He's like, kid, I know what your tricks are.
I taught you all I know, but Chris M, he will teach Vash a different kind of lesson. The paranoia into the takedown in Alpha Esports. In the scramble, they scrap, they fight, and they basically win. So this is such a good sign for Alpha Esports. Not only the fact that you mentioned a while ago where they got 8-4, so they had that buffer. Now, that buffer becomes a bonus. That bonus becomes a big lead, and basically 9-4, very likely to turn to 10-4 here if Alpha just gets such a good hold against the Team Secret onslaught. And then Team Secret will be in quite a predicament, to say the least. Alpha Esports playing their A game. And let's see now, as Team Secret decide to go for that mid push instead. Alarm bot, though, still deactivated. Seems like Ching wanted to time things right. Wits, though, and we tagged a little bit by the darts of Vash. Clear out the angles, clear out the utilities. Vash, though, ready again for that Secret Santa gift. Over onto Ching. Still, though, Team Secrets. Surprise, surprise with the shorties, perhaps. The Spencer into the corner. Lear is there. Can Alpha get the check?
Oh, no!
Santi taking damage with the 5-1. Jesse Bash makes the shorty count even. Gian, though, with the Marshall anyway. 4v3 right now. And Dubstep just watching the doors here as Team Secrets have made this dicey. This is effective rate for Team Secrets. And how are they doing this? The Pistols, man, doing the damage that needs to be done. Marshall matters here. All left now in a 1v2 scenario. But this is going worse for wear here for the side of Alpha Esports Pro. Forkum with a Marshall 2. The fragment for the stall. And Team Secret, they will snatch it under the eyes of Alpha Esports. A thrifty to get the second round of the second half.
What a round here for Team Secret. Really pulling no punches, and you saw how like they had one shorty addressed towards either Link, one towards A-Link, one towards C-Link from Dispenser and Jesse Vash respectively, and somehow Dispenser, he let 4 shells ring out, 4 shots with that shorty, and none of them really killed anybody, but he was still alive. I don't know how he does it, how he backed off. Actually, no, I do, because his teammates were there to trade, and that really was the most important thing. When you don't have the advantage in terms of, well, firepower, use the advantage of the numbers you've got on that site. They take it smartly to that B site, which is really close, up close. And Wits really extending this even further with that range he's got from the upgraded rifle. Vandal, such a crucial thing to have in this moment.
I think what's even more for Alpha is really that recovery. Maybe a bit of time to breathe right now as they go for the full eco. Didn't expect both links to be set up there with the shorty. Man, this Bash really a father who I'd say just loves a little bit differently, apparently, to his long gone son. And the Insanity now finding Borkham, and he fakes it a second. The knives are out. Dispenser, though, okay, no one's gonna get part of the club this time. Dispenser dubstep on the board. The Insanity still fighting here, though, to the bitter end. He does have a rifle in hand, but Team Secret already evacuating towards that A side. Dubstep though, does he get the timing here versus the Insanity? Here's the shot, here's the steps, and the bullets will ring through as Dubstep will do the nicely set up cover there. 6-9 right now. Team Secrets getting back into, well, their momentum here.
I'm wondering to see if Team Secret will pull out the operator here on the attacking side, especially once they figure out that, hey, Alpha are doing it on the defense. Let's try and find some way to counter-snipe him. And it does make sense, especially for them to do it, knowing how this team that they've got, and it's the reason why they center their defense around the operator a lot, because they have, arguably, even before Valorant especially, during CS, 2 of the top 3 oppers on the same team in Wits and Dubstep. So there really is a good reason for them to be doing this. Insanity, though, very potent with his, but Wits has always been such an incredible entry! He finds Ryu and Jin, shutting them down here in that A-long position. Insanity, though, not found. Looking to get a peek and try and equalize the odds.
Yeah, Insanity, though, can he make this shot count? Timing is everything versus Borkum. Able to just scroll to the right-hand side, and despite the box, doesn't matter. No protection whatsoever. As this happens, Cloudburst now to just bait out the movement here of Alpha Esports Team Secret, setting up a trap yet again, and Insanity! Just never saw it coming in Team Dubstep right now. Last surprise to the corner. Fragment now gonna get thrown in Team Secret. They're still not fully committing towards the A-side. Now they do decide to rotate towards that short angle. And Chris M and Ching just off-site, offshore. Not ready to really protect here. Dubstep waiting for someone to come. Here we have Chris M creeping closer and closer. The domain has been set by Team Secret. They see the barrel, they see the gun, and they're looking for the kill. Even worse for where the dart is there. No escape whatsoever. One bullet in a dream. Dubstep. Can you get the tap on? Doesn't happen. Reload instead. But Ching has to back on away. There we have the updraft. There we have the chase, and Dubstep will just step on the opposition again and again and again. 7-9 Team Secret. The rally is coming from them.
Goodness. Team Secret. We've seen incredible comebacks from this squad. Everybody knows that, but Alpha Esports do not want to have to find out firsthand. Ching, he's been, I guess, the victim of that in the past, even on different teams against his former team here in Team Secret, but this time around Alpha Esports lead cannot let it slip away. I'm wondering why a timeout still yet hasn't been called, but one would wager if they lose these next 2 rounds and Team Secret tie it up, probably going to call one.
Maybe the next round, because they don't have the buys yet. Might as well take this time, look for taps, and go for broke. Middle, now heavily contested, the Team Secrets. Of course, their resilience experience always there in spades, and right now, there's just a card in the sleeve here for Wits. Ryu now gonna go down. Spencer watching the flank as per usual, always also reliable here. And well, and Insanity experience does seem like the first one here of Penn Duo going to go down. Second one will fall too. And unfortunately for them, there's just no laughs to be heard. Ching the God have to back on away. And oh no, those names catching him. Past haunting him. And Wits, of course, the future of Team Secrets. Continuing on with a rampage. 8-9 now. Team Secret, 1 away from tying it up.
What do you think is more quote-unquote BM? Like, what? Tactical crouching, teabagging somebody, or spraying at their body afterwards?
I think it's top crouch, not gonna lie. That
Probably
is
right.
That is just historical. There probably was like a caveman painting of the first ever teabag in recorded history.
Well, that's
what
how it
I
came.
feel. Yeah, that's how it came out.
I mean, it's not too different from the usual.
The usual things in history. I don't think I want to go that. Yeah.
Not too different from the usual gamer for a lot of things.
No. Yeah. Yes, I too run with my car. I don't have wheels. I just run, and that's how my car goes.
Very barely.
I too also have a pet dinosaur.
I'd love one.
Were you a Flintstones guy or a Jetsons guy back then?
Flintstones, but the Jetsons, it's on, and then nothing else to watch. I'm sure.
I mean, it's like it's right after. Might as well. Past and future.
Yeah,
now we meet the president. Ooh, that was almost close. The Spencer able to just go for a quick little dodge. Looks cool doing so as it happens. But Team Secret just crawl towards that A side. Ching though with a fine auto wits. Good shutdown. Oh, the rampaging jet. Ching's not up, but Borkum will make sure that his time is over. Team Secret now waiting for that link position to be the reinforcements, but
Whoa.
Ryu takes advantage of the opportunity. Mistake their name by Team Secret, not watching there the proper angle. Chrism comes on in, Jin is there, and Team Secret a little too ambitious in that round, thinking one step too far, not looking at what's right in front of them, and Alpha Esports gives them the ghost of Christmas present there.
It makes sense why they wouldn't be watching that when they're inside the site, because that should be held by the A main player in Jesse Vash. But Jesse Vash, because of the fact that they weren't too sure if there was a flank, he turned his head for a few seconds, looking towards that A lobby, just to make sure nobody was crossing into the sewers. And that moment, Rhea found the perfect timing to be able to go on the flank and get those kills. Alpha Esports not letting this lead get cut, minus at least past 2. So, in secret, still no attacking operator pulled out by them, but it's been working for the most part.
And, well, you know, the present is a gift, and right now, presently, Jin might be able to give a gift to one. Null Commando is the play. Team Secrets, third in their interviews, they're looking forward to that Apex slot, looking forward to get back to the region, but they still need to beat the rest here to be seen. One more name on that bounty list, but it is one gang that is just looking absolutely potent and willing to fight back. Now, Empress, prime again after that kill on Borkum. Team Secrets unsure about setting up completely towards that A site. They're waiting for timing here for anyone to peek, if ever. It also seems like they're waiting out the clock of that Empress. Perhaps now, Team Secret might be able to stop that rampage if they play that patient game here.
Plant the spike.
4v5 retake from Alpha, very potent. Hunter Spirit to delay even more time, but it's not really going to connect on. Never mind, spoke too soon. I jinxed it, didn't I? Dubstep to be found, and this lockdown is going to be absolutely just making the lives of Team Secret that much more difficult. Spencer, like the patience here for him to wait towards the lobby. Gets that pick on Jin. They get the lifeline, and Jesse Vash fending him off, but they have to be wary about this long, wide angle. Chris M bleeding up house. It's all on the Dispenser. Gets tagged through the wall, and Alpha Esports Pro a single round away from securing match point.
I need a new camera angle for that one, man. That was a lineup, I believe, from Jesse Vash to break that. That was like a 1 second. Trust me, guys, I got this moment. And it almost worked for Team Secret. It almost did. That lockdown getting broken there at the very last moment, giving Team Secret the element of surprise. Alpha Esports like, oh no,
I should probably place some stars
it's gonna be a bit of a problem. But good for them. They had that numbers. They had that recovery. And that's the great thing about Alpha Esports as a whole. Even in those awkward scenarios, you know that these guys have very, very quick reactions wherein that they can just readjust on the fly, especially if it's a firefight waiting to happen. So 8-11, Alpha preventing for the big brain of Team Secret from giving more highlights to the community. And now, they're 2 away from taking a map away from our first seed.
Here.
Alpha, incredible start for them. The better way to end it off. Taking map number 1 versus Team Secret of all. Paranoia out here, looking for this aggressive push here towards that A-Link, but we've seen this punished many times over. That's a common mistake I do see quite a lot, wherein if they're going for maybe a B plant, oh my goodness, Dispenser getting a trade, but they pie the corner of that elbow and A-Link, then they push past that box, and at that point, you're in pretty much no man's land, and so be very difficult once you have crossed that point if you're not using a dash to commit maybe into that A-Link. So maybe, well, now they will get that plant in A site, so Wit's job kind of done. Able to get that space. Now they have a post-plant scenario here. Dispenser, back off safely, but for how long?
At least they can play the post-plant in general, and now Jin looking to lead the charge here. Dispenser goes down, Insanity! Where did he come from? Ascending way too high with a shorty. Beyond that, though, time ticking now. Team Secret set up with a cosmic device to want to play a cheeky game down in hell. Jesse Vash, though, finding Insanity. Jin right now with the trade. The duel now becoming a solo player. Here we go. Rhea dropping down just to die yet again. Borkum bro, ready with the angle, ready with the crate. This is his stage. This is his moment. Jin, though, tries to break this one down. And Jin right now with a 4K anyway. But does he have enough time?
Yep.
Seems like it will be the case. It's close, but not close enough for Team Secret. Alpha Esports now on map points.
8-12, 4 rounds here. Far lead. Really, Team Secret, a bit out of reach for them. Do have a gun round to use up here. Plant helping them out a bit, but so difficult to win those individual situations because of the constant double peek that Alpha Esports really know how to utilize, and that's really the thing that they're doing here. A lot of times, you know, there might be a bunch of ill-advised things that Alpha Esports does, but the important thing is they do it together. They really understand how much manpower can really sway the tide of the battle here. And Jin, he almost counts for 2 players, so just they have some amazing pieces to utilize.
No, that's the thing. The sync, the chemistry off the charts right now for Alpha Esports, bro. Here we go. Can they finish the job off? It's Team Secret. Still gonna have the buys anyway. Bladestorm and the Hunter's Fury, both available right now for Wits and Bash. Absolutely impactful if they can find those targets anyway. But you can see here for Alpha, they're prepared already towards the C side. Jin already ready to reinforce 2 as Kian Santi has gotten the intel. No one is playing towards that A side. A lot of angles now to be taken, but really it's a bit of a waiting game. Team Secret trying to find a way to psych out perhaps Alpha if they overcommit, but Alpha showing how much discipline they can be. Ryudo, just be careful. Looking around towards the B side, Team Secrets, they know they need to pull the trigger. They're going at it though. Already Wits leading the charge. Paranoia gonna get thrown on over. Nice scan onto 2, but Jin with the 5 off the board will start things off. A better dart right now here for the side of Alpha, and Ryu making sure that he's the one to intel here. Wits now caught out by Ryu again. Team Secret has back on the way. Hunter's Fury though is the chase. Jesse Bash trying to equalize the odds, but Team Secret, they're staring at Alpha Esports right now. They have been seeing these guys are going to be the bosses of this game, man. The ones to lead the series. If they can get the job done in the 4v2, Team Secret, last hurrah towards that A
10
side.
seconds left.
Barely enough time to get this plant off here. Dispenser has to play this aggressive position, but he's going to get found out, I think, by Chris M. Waiting, no, he finds Chris M. Here's the sound check, and that was the pick, the early pick that he needed and wanted. 3v2, things looking a lot more doable now. They have 1 orb away from that lockdown, but the thing is, he's not going to get that in time for this post plant. You can get another pick and back off, then maybe, but oh, that's a big flub here from Jesse Vash. Shock dart giving himself away. Nano Swarm's going to catch Dispenser here. Jesse Vash be able to get that kill, but high ground advantage in the hands of Alpha Esports Pro, and they get map number 1 from Team Secret.
That was convincing, man. They are the beginning of the series. And could they be the beginning of the end of Team Secret's streak? 30-8 Alpha Esports. I do believe this is the first time we've seen Team Secret lose in